And we are back. So last we left off, the crew had happened upon some individuals on the road, a mercenary band of sorts, Straw Hat Ronin bounty hunters looking for Rogar's head. You dispatched them. I wouldn't say easily. It took a little bit and some effort. Some of you taking some decent hits in the process. However, coming out on top, leaving the bodies behind and starting a small fire. Very on brand for this crew, definitely. Escaping to Bors's farmhouse, speaking to Kilks about what happened, as well as being patched up by Jade, the Genasi that traveled with you from Port Torona.
Jade. Sorry.
She is a woman of the night, or was.
Such a stripper name.
It's what she was. So it is what it is. Regardless, though, the four of you decided you were going to head back out at this point. That's where we're picking up. I will remind you that it is hot as shit out here still. It's like heat waves. You can see in the distance kind of like that waving kind of heat effect.
Both Moog and Rogar are suffering mightily.
I imagine so.
Making my way out the front door.
Yeah.
So, what direction are we heading?
North?
North. Yeah, I believe. Towards.
Gonna go towards the castle ruins?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, we're gonna go ruin someone's day.
Yeah.
All right. From here, you're looking at it's somewhere around 30 minutes or so. I'm assuming you guys aren't trying to get close to town right now, so you're kind of tracking through. You have to bypass a couple other farms, things of that sort. People working. Most people don't pay you any mind. In general, most people are used to seeing Rogar. He's kind of a staple around these parts at this point. A couple people hail him down. You know, he passes out meat. It's his thing. You know, he's the meat man. But regardless, all four of you are traveling. And then you see on a hill in the distance, and it is a ruin you've been able to see pretty much anywhere within Conwich. You can see this. It's built in such a way that it overlooks. It would have overlooked the town where it's standing. And what you actually see is it's obviously a ruin of what perhaps once was a great castle as you begin to get closer. You all know that it was held by Clan Gatebreaker, as Trist has very adamantly told all of you. There are the remnants of two massive fallen towers that would have been on each side of this castle grounds that are littering across the side of the hilltop. One of them has fallen forward and blocks some of the almost natural overgrown path that leads up to the ruin itself. That's kind of fallen and broken on it. There does look like some of the debris has been shifted and made a single pathway through it that leads further ahead. Do you guys take that, or do you like to try to make your own way somewhere?
So
Yes.
Go at the front door.
Just going through the front? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So it's already cleaned. It's not comfortable, it looks like, to kind of squeeze your way through, but you can all do it. Looks like it's made for smaller individuals, so Moog and Rogar probably have an uncomfortable time kind of smushing through a little bit of the debris, but it can be done. You do notice right before you actually get to this, there does appear to be almost like a wagon trail that cuts off towards the west and loops around, and it looks like it goes back around the ruin somewhere, and probably double backs somewhere in the distance. But you head forward, and as you head forward, You see that there is a grand gate still standing despite the dereliction of the castle. Upon the top of the gate, there is a crest of a swirl with a swirling pattern that has been defaced. It looks like big jagged marks taken out of it. There are two large doors. It looks like they were made of some kind of blackened metal, some kind of steel maybe, that lie within the castle walls. So it looks like they were pushed inwards and they're just lying on the ground. Carved from some kind of black stone, perhaps, or metal. Nothing remains of the former grand hall, living quarters, kitchen, gardens, all of it. All of it is just a ruined mess. However, there is a ramshackle dwelling that has been erected within what would have been the courtyard for this castle grounds. And it looks like it is made out of various debris of the nearby structure. And it is the home to the Mad Udvol. So you guys take all of this in as you're moving forward. What would you like to do?
I mean, as I'm walking, I'm inspecting things, aging things, seeing what things are made out of.
Okay.
I assume we're just going to walk up to this front door of this shack.
Okay. Do you pass through the gate?
Yes.
Okay. There's the walls don't exist anymore on the side. So it's just a standing gate just by itself.
Can I be stealthy as much as I can be?
Do you want to peel off from everybody else?
Just a little bit, I guess.
Okay.
I mean, just enough. Yeah.
Can you give me a stealth check? As you pull up your hood.
Which I have advantage on it.
Yes, you do.
All right. Oh, well. There you go. It's 12.
A 12 with advantage. I will say, the hood, the magical cloak that Valerie was gifted, it's almost like the the way I imagine it, at least, is almost like the cloak from Lord of the Rings. It begins to match the colors of the nearby environment. She kind of pulls it up and starts taking on some of those forms.
Mm-hmm.
And Valerie slinks away. Unfortunately, everybody except for Rogar, I think. Rogar, I don't think your wisdom's very high. Your passive perception?
13.
13? Okay, so everyone sees you, Valerie. You think you're hidden. Everybody, even Rogar looks over and you kind of do this and you're slinking off, turned away, but everyone else just kind of looks over at you and kind of shrug their shoulders as you peel off to the side a little bit.
I'm going to send Waitley ahead of us.
Okay.
Just kind of walking around doing his thing.
Okay. Send Waitley. Got it.
We're going up to this ramshackle house as we look around things.
Cats move in.
Yeah, Rogar's going to let the sorcerer take the lead on the knocking and everything.
All right. Perception test.
Right.
Whoever's leading.
15.
Can I do my own since I'm a little bit to the...
Sure.
Yeah.
15 for... And an 11. Trish 15 and 11 for Valerie. Valerie's she's very focused on her stealthy maneuvers. She's moving around like a spider a little bit, creeping around. As Trish kind of gets mildly distracted looking at her for a moment. And Trist, you hear within the structure, you hear things shifting and moving. And then you hear a clatter, like something was being shoved. Something fell down, like a bowl and who knows what else, objects inside of this hovel. I'll say the rest of you probably hear it as well. It's relatively loud, and you hear like a hot damn it coming from inside.
Knock on the door. Pop, pop, pop.
as you knock, Trist. First, you hear a cawing noise, like a bird cawing. And you look over your shoulder. You didn't quite see them before, but you see them now. There are a large number of birds sitting atop the gate, cawing at you.
What kind of birds?
Make me a nature check.
So good. I love nature.
I know you do.
11.
It's a bird. I don't know. Not sure.
Oh, it's got wings.
Why is it Valerie rolling perception?
Strange.
It was an accident.
Yeah. Okay. roll. So yes, it's a bird. It's cawing at you. You don't know quite a bit about birds. Looks small and harmless, maybe. There looks to be about 3-4 dozen of them perched up on top of the gate. However, but regardless, you hear a voice come from inside.
Mm-hmm.
Be with you in a minute. Here's some
Yes,
stuff
no worries. No worries. Take
shifting
your time.
inside.
Take your time.
And
The
then
bird see Valerie, with her stealthy stealth.
Oh, so Valerie's kind of off to the side, trying to. Are you trying to peek into the hovel, Valerie?
Is there any way I can peek in, like a window?
Well, you rolled a 15 in your perception chest, so we're just gonna assume you're doing it. As you kind of creep up and and there are holes. Like this is a ramshackle building, like just made out of debris and pieces of reclaimed wood and things like that. And there are gaps. You kind of look in for a moment, kind of peeking around, and it looks like there is an old hoveled man, kind of like bent back, ancient. Is what it looks like. It looks like from the orangish skin, probably a hobgoblin. And there's just shit strewn all over the kind of main room here. It looks like there are cupboards knocked over, and it looks like he was upset about something. Probably was throwing things around. But you do see that.
2 stories or 1 story?
One story as far as you know.
Mm-hmm.
It appears to be 1 story. The door opens. He opens the door and like slides like it wasn't quite built properly, and you see an old man, one eye, it's all crooked. The brow is real high on the other one. What is it? What do you want from Woodfall?
Yes, hello. My name is Tristan. I have been sent from the battery. I was doing some research on Clan Gatebreaker.
Huh?
And these are my research assistants. Are you, as I pull out my notebook, are you Woodfall?
Give me a deception check.
Advantage, bro?
No, you're not getting advantage
Damn
on
it,
this.
bro.
Oh, come on.
Hell
We're his
no.
research assistants.
Hell no.
Come
the
on,
accent
I'm standing
changed
there
on
looking
purpose,
smart.
Yes,
You're the smartest research assistant I've ever seen wearing
Professor Moog.
Plate armor, giant crossbow,
Rogar's got a
huge
monocle.
maul on his back.
Yeah, no, listen, Professor Moog.
Professor Rogar. Never Moog.
Well, I rolled a 10.
I'm the credible Hulk.
Udvul glances at you. And he kind of starts sniffing you. Trist gets real close, creepily close. His hands kind of clutching at your shoulders.
I guess it's a good morning to you too.
You stink of magic.
Well,
I may have use for you. Are these your companions?
yes, as I said, these are my research
Don't
assistants.
fool with that lie, boy. I see right through it. I have need of you.
Okay. I have need of you as well.
My daughter. She's gone missing. And so has my grandson. Will you get them back for me?
That's what,
Don't roll a goddamn insight check.
is Rogar rolling one?
No, Rogar doesn't know that shit.
Okay, no. Valerie's, still peeking around. Like, oh, I don't know about this.
Somebody better. If you're rolling, you better do it now.
I'm doing it.
Oh, okay.
Oh God. Damn it.
19.
19 for
19.
Valerie.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Unfortunately, Valerie is looking from across the room. She's not even in sight. She's over on the side of the hovel looking through like this. Oh yeah,
I
I think
believe
I
it.
can. I think I can really getting a real good read on this dude's back from over here, trying to be stealthed. Anybody else want to try out here before we move on?
I mean, if you're throwing it out there, I'm just gonna do it.
23 for Trist. Okay. So he's an old, strange man already. You can tell that there's just an air of something off with him to begin with. He is off-putting to be around, not just because of his advanced age, but because of his lack of hygiene.
Yes, he stinks.
And he was clutching on you and breathing on you.
Yes.
It's gross. But he does appear to be upset. Very upset. There's more inclination on the loss of his grandson than his daughter. But as far as you believe that he is sincere in his request.
Well, I've heard of your grandson.
Drop the accent, boy. Does you no good. I told you. See through this bullshit. You're wasting my time.
Well, if that's the case, then I'm gonna push my way through the house.
What do you want from Woodville? Please, I can give you many things.
I ignore him as I walk in the house and start looking around.
Give me a perception check or investigation, depending on what you're trying to do.
Okay. Oh, fuck.
Investigation, 17. With the 17, you do see that there are a few, one of the tossed, what would you call this? Shelves towards the back, and it looks like there's another door that probably leads to a bedroom or who knows, some kind of hallway. You can't tell it's closed, but near that room, there is a shelf that's been knocked over. And the thing that catches your eye, Trist, is there are a few moldy books that are spilled onto the ground. The covers are blank, but you can tell just by glancing at them that by the binding and the fact that they are actual books and not scrolls, that these are probably valuable pieces of something. Without getting close and examining them, you'll not know what they are. However, you can tell that there might be some valuable items in this room.
I see that. I walk over and I squat down to it. And as I look at the books, I mean.
You go to pick one up?
I don't go to pick one up. I just kind of squat down and look at it.
Squat down and look at it, and Udvil snaps his fingers, and the books disappear.
I see you're a man of culture as well, Udvil.
Yes.
Now, we can find your grandson, but I want to know what you're doing up here.
Doing? What do you mean doing? I live here. This is my land.
Well, you see those strong arms behind me. They know you've been doing something in the night up here as there's been green glowing lights.
Yes, the thicks of skulls. I see them both.
Well, I can't really control what they do, Udvil. So, if you want us to help you with your grandson, we're going to need something in return.
Well, what is it you seek? What do you seek from Udvil?
I want to know what you're doing up here.
I am simply expressing my passion. My passion for the arts. You know what I speak of.
What kind of arts require buying up all the cows in the area?
I'm starting a farm.
I don't see any cows.
Give me an insight check, Trist. Natural 20. He's lying about starting a farm.
Oh, yeah.
It is a bold-faced lie. Now, your passive perception is pretty good, Trist. As far as you can tell, there are no ox or anything nearby. But you did smell them on your way in. You could smell that there are ox somewhere. Maybe not within sight, but somewhere. And you would also notice with your keen, like Sherlock Holmes zooming in on this dude at this point, checking him out, that there is in fact ox manure on his boots.
Like I said, Udval, I feel like the ball is in our court right now. So, you tell us a little something, maybe we can find your grandson that I've heard so much about.
Well, I don't understand. What do you need from me? What specifically do you need? Come now. Time is of the essence. I must get my grandson back. I mean, and my daughter, of course, and my daughter.
What were these books so sensitive to you?
Oh, that's my knowledge. It's my birthright.
Your birthright. You don't even own this land, Udval.
I own this land. It has been in my family for generations.
Start walking around the house as I still talk to him.
Okay. The door to the rest of the house is closed. There is like a small kitchen area on the opposite side, but nothing remarkable as far as you can tell. You're just gonna open the door.
Did he say when we were investigating in the records hall or the port office? Was there writings where he said he was going to exact revenge on the town?
That was never written. None of that was written down. I believe Moog heard that, or Velry, one of you heard that in passing from some of the locals in town.
Okay.
I don't remember who heard it though.
Oh yeah, I remember hearing it, but I don't remember who heard it.
Yeah, you heard two locals having the conversation, talking about it. That old Udval was talking like he always does in town.
I'll walk back into the living room and I'll flash one of those, gold coins.
Oh, interesting piece.
Snap it away.
Well,
I heard you've been buying up this livestock with these ancient coins.
Oh, no, I don't use coins like that. No, I go for the real thing.
And you see him very sheepishly, with a natural 20. He only exposes it to you, Trist. He slides a gold bar out of like his dirty old robes. A solid piece of gold. Full bar. Slides it out for just a minute and then slides it back down into his pantaloons.
It's a lot of money and weight you carry around on you, Udval.
Oh, you wouldn't know the half of it.
Well, this grandson and daughter you seem to care so much about.
Yes, my grandson.
And daughter.
Of course, her as well.
So they're missing.
It's been at least a day now. Haven't come back. They went to the north, northwest, more likely from here. They went to the Shady Grove looking for choice ingredients for one of our many ceremonies.
Ceremonies?
Yes, It's certain. I don't expect you to understand all of this, but at certain focal points during the year, there's vast amounts of energy that can be collected, used for great things.
And what kind of great things?
Oh, magic, my boy, magic, the raw power of it.
Is that where these green energies are coming from in the night?
These superstitious locals, they're afraid of their own shadows. They think only the gods can bless them. You can take power for yourself. Woodville knows. My family knew.
Tell me more about your family, Woodville.
This seems like an awful lot of questions. Will you help Woodville or not?
I'd help you.
What do you
Like
wish
I said,
in return?
Like I said, I want to know what you're doing up here.
I tell you when you bring my family back.
All I know is there's somewhere northwest. Am I supposed to just walk out into the woods?
The Shady Grove. That's the last place I saw them. I've been looking for at least for the past day. I can't find them.
How did you acquire such gold?
You didn't see the gold, Rogar.
Well, he didn't know that he bought all these ox of gold.
Oh, it's true. It's true.
How did you acquire so much gold to buy this ox?
Woodville
You
is
live
a
in
wealthy
ruin.
man. Can you not tell?
No. Where is your hoard?
Buried deep, dragon.
You will show it to Rogar.
I will show nothing to what? Come now. Is this your man or not?
Rogar is
Careful.
getting antsy.
Be careful, Woodville. This man is quite bigger than you, and I have no control over what he does.
He would reap what he sowed should he strike Woodville.
Is your hoard beyond this door?
I see no reason to tell you where I keep my wealth.
We will find your boy if you will show us this hoard.
I wouldn't show you nothing. Do you think
We
I
will
got
not-
to this advanced age by being a fool?
Kristen's walking around looking at stuff while they're talking.
How did you earn this money?
Woodville is a wealthy man. It runs in the family. Gifts,
Inheritance.
inheritance. Indeed, you know what this is I speak of.
There
Even
you
a
go
savage
again,
such
Woodville.
as yourself.
Insight check.
Give me an insight check.
God
There
damn
you
it.
go. Again, you talk about your family, and I know you're a squatter on these lands.
I am no
18.
squatter. These are my lands.
Okay, so Rogar.
I'm trying to determine if I believe that he required this from an inheritance.
Okay.
Or he's
I will
earned this.
say he's hard to read to begin with.
Okay.
He is hard
That's
to
fine.
read, but Rogar, you find it hard to believe this man is out working a field or do anything like that. It's obvious he's not. He just isn't the type. He's not starting up a damn farm. So you at least got that. But the inheritance, you could probably make the leap of logic that he might be talking true, maybe.
You will show me your cows.
Can Valerie be like scouting for the gold while they're talking?
Sure. Valerie, give me another perception test.
Greatly.
Yeah.
She's looking for Old Man Udval's hoard.
Yeah, but when the time comes,
Oh,
That's-
continue.
I'll say when the time comes, I'll have cast message to her and have her see if the cows are out there.
Okay. Now's probably the time if you're going to do so. Real quick, as he casts this to you, he just speaks. What is it? What is the message, Trist?
They'll see you peeking through the window. Can you walk around and see if the livestock is on these grounds.
Valerie a little bit
It's only a whisper.
embarrassed.
Now we'll
only
see.
Valerie
We'll say
hears it.
Velry. You see him kind of look at you, and you hear the voice in your head like you did before.
Right.
However, this time it sounds like a young boy.
Last time it was an old man.
Yes.
So,
Now it sounds like a 6-year-old
Oh, geez.
speaking eloquently to you.
Valerie?
So
Mhm.
embarrassed that I've been caught and also confused by the voice in my head. But I'm just gonna kind of give this a look but I'm gonna go check for the cows.
Okay.
Okay.
As Velry looks with a 12.
I don't get to roll another one. This
Sure,
is a
go ahead. Why not? I'll let you roll another
Yeah.
one.
I hope it's better than that one, not worse.
It's gonna be great. This place.
Even better with a 10. Velry stands up, starts looking around.
What's a cow?
She's like,
Exactly. What's a cow?
It's like, exactly. What is a cow? You know what an ox
Go on.
is. What a
Yeah.
cow is. Never heard of this. He's kind of looking around and no. All you see, Valerie, are the large amount of birds that are gathering now, and they're starting to gather on the roof of the house in a large number.
Can I talk back to Trist in my head, or no? Is it a
can.
one-way
You
street?
can. You can.
Okay.
You can respond to this message.
You can.
I'm just going to totally ignore the cow situation and get distracted by the birds and
Mhm, mhm.
mention how many birds are collecting upon the roof.
So, Udvor, do you have a problem with birds in this?
Ha! Yes, yes. Oh, they've always flocked to this region. It's a bit of a story.
I like stories.
I bet you do, boy. Find my grandson. I'll give you all the stories you want.
Well, looks like you leave me no choice, Udvor. I guess we'll go find your grandson and your daughter.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks. Here.
And he pulls out a sack, hands it to you.
In it.
You take it.
Yeah. What's in
Take it. It's full of coins.
The same ones, the ancient ones, or just regular
No.
gold?
Oh no! Are you going to open it?
Yeah.
Okay. You open it up. There is a sack full of 50 gold coins.
I nod my
Down
head.
payment. Know this. Should you steal from Udvul, I will curse you and your line for eternity.
Insight check.
Give me an insight check.
Better caster than you are. Fuck.
You believe him completely.
Shit.
It is a bold threat. You're like, oh. And you've heard of curses.
Mhm.
Some, and you're not exactly sure the nature of this man's magic, if he has some, besides mere parlor tricks. He might be able to curse you in some way.
Udvul, you frightened me.
Good, good. Find my grandson for me.
Yeah, shall. Let's go, boys. Walk out the door.
And he says,
Ogre turns
"You,
around.
you," and he points towards Moog.
What? You
Leave me your sandwich. You smell of beef and cheese. Udvul is hungry.
He just kind of walks away.
Oh, she's gonna curse
Mumbling.
you.
You dare turn your back on Udvul!
As you close the door.
See Bella standing there. I think she's hidden.
Oh,
Yeah.
Peeks out. Everybody sees
Everyone
her.
looks at her. Yeah.
I've been here the whole time, guys.
Oh, you frightened me.
Oh.
Well, Rogar said we go find this livestock. Then we head northwest.
Yes. Rogar looks at all the birds.
There's when I say a lot,
Yeah.
You're looking at hundreds of them now have
Very
gathered
odd.
on not just the roof, but also the broken gate, like just the gate by itself, and various parts of the broken towers and ruins around this castle. Hundreds.
Any experience with like a group of birds this large before?
Give me a nature check.
All right. 15.
Okay. So you've heard of, I mean, just being about and seeing things that a lot of times birds of prey will gather in flocks to take down prey. And sometimes, just regular birds as well, clump together for safety reasons. But you've never seen this many gathered in the same place and are not frightened of those larger than them walking by. Because these are normal like pigeon-sized birds.
These are pigeons. Okay.
Well, they're not pigeons.
Are they black?
They're black.
What's the color?
They would be close to a crow.
Close to a crow. They're not a crow. They're more pigeon-like.
Kind of. That's about all I can give you.
Like, pigeon?
Pigeons. Crows.
More
Pigeons.
like carrion eaters.
That's not like a pigeon, bro.
Not like a pigeon. You're right. Not like a pigeon.
Terrifying pigeon.
More like a crow.
More like a crow? Okay. A murder of crows?
Perhaps.
All right. Rogar would like to do a survival check to see if any evidence, or a tracking check to see if he can find any evidence of bovine activity.
Okay. Yeah, give me a survival roll. That's fine.
To see if we can track down this
Yeah.
herd.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, that's not very good.
It's not very good. However, the DC is not very
Twelve.
high
Oh, thank God.
because there is quite a bit of evidence. As you leave Udvul's and you leave the main kind of ruined castle grounds, you backtrack to that side path before you pushed your way through the tower. And it looks like there is a wagon trail, but there's also a copious amounts of hoof prints, as if the ox were led down this side path. You splinter off to follow it to just see if there are any ox to begin with. And it circles you around the ruin of the castle into the back. There is actually a rather large barn that has been built, and it looks like it's been built recently, within the past few years, maybe. As you approach, you see that there is a large pen outside, and you're looking at about 30 ox milling about, grazing. From a distance. If you guys want to get closer, you can.
Yes, Tristan will.
Okay. You move in close, Trist. As you're getting close, these creatures are not spooked by people easily, so you're able to get pretty damn close. Well, whoever wants to give me a perception test can.
Only one person can do it?
No, as many as of you guys that want to. Damn it, Dan. You bastard.
Oh, shit.
Trist did pretty good. Rogar, not so much.
15?
An 8.
15 for Valerie. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So, Tristan, Valerie, the rest of you, Rogar is kind of looking at one of the creatures, and its tail lifts up, and it rips ass. And
Oh, disgusting.
Moog begins laughing, pointing at it. And they're distracted vehemently.
Smells like beef and cheese.
as Tristan Velry, not so much disturbed by this activity. Leaving the boys to be boys, begin to look at some of the rest of the herd. And both of you notice that while there are about 30 ox here, only about 5 or 6 of them look healthy. The rest of them look they look thin. And Trist, with your over 20, you see one of the ones closer to you actually has a strange wound mark, kind of behind one of its legs, on its like underbelly.
Inspect this wound mark if I can.
Okay, you get
That's
close.
away from me.
Go ahead and give me a medicine check.
Oh, medicine. Oh, show me. I'm not a doctor.
And you're not a doctor. It looks like a wound. It could be just this, this thing's become frail and it ripped itself open, or maybe something.
Strange.
I don't know. Something attacked it. You're not sure.
Well, I'm no farmer, but I don't know what kind of person pays for sickly cows. Anyway, to the northwest. Moog, you're from these parts. Do you know what the Shady Grove is?
Would I know, Anthony, or do I need to check some stuff?
Roll me a history check, Moog.
History. All right, let's. Oh, geez, because that's good for me. Oh yeah, no, I got no idea. I can make some
Moog,
stuff up.
You're more from. You're actually more. Let me pull up my map real fast. You're farther to the west. Hold, please. My map. I've lost it. I've
Behind
lost
you.
my map.
It's right behind your head, bro.
Here it is. I know it's behind my head, but I can't see the part I need to see. You're actually more from Brunwood, so you're much farther to the west.
Uh-huh.
You've probably never been to Conwich before. Now you have been across the river to Warkham, and of course you've been to Port Dorona.
Right.
But these nearby lands up here are unfamiliar to you. You know, honestly, you've never even been up here to the mountains, but near to the mountains. So strange. Don't know what he's talking about.
I'm over this way looking for Zidrin more than anything.
It's true, indeed.
I think I
Fair enough.
stepped away when you talked about what was the reasoning for finding the cows?
I just wanted to look at him, see if he was telling the truth or not.
He's an old man who apparently has a ton of cows. How is he maintaining these cows? Like, why does he want to start a farm if he's like 80 years old?
Oh, he's
Yeah.
older.
He's
than
not.
that.
He's not
like
starting.
He's like
a farm.
100 years old. He's
Yeah,
like
like
this
he's
old
that-
bag of bones.
He lives up here with his daughter and his creepy grandson who's 2 years old. He can walk around and talk, and he's like 7 foot tall. You know,
He's not 7 foot tall,
So-
damn it.
I don't know.
Can we tell
Sounds
the
like
cows
Bill
have been used
Bransky.
for magic or?
You give me an Arcana check, Velry.
Hmm.
I know that's going to be one of your specialties.
No, not at all. But 18.
you- Yeah.
Not 19 minus 1. So you look at it, Velry, and you kind of like, You get real close. Smells like a cow. You're not smell any magic on this thing, this creature. Nope. As far as you can tell, no magical doodahs.
Nothing inside the barn.
You guys haven't looked in the barn. You guys want to check out the barn?
We're going.
Okay, you move to the
after
barn.
Rogar recovers from this fart.
Yeah, you move over to the barn. There is a single large door, like a big barn door to open up to let all the cows in. That is definitely locked. Then there is a stair on the outside of the barn that leads up to what would be a second story, and there's a smaller door to get into the second story.
Oh, let's go up there. Or can Valerie just like climb up somewhere and dip
I
in?
mean, you can.
without- Yeah.
As far as you can tell, Valerie, walking, you kind of just walk up the side and get up towards the roof. There are no openings up here. This thing's very well constructed.
What about
You
that?
don't see any gaps or anything like that. The only entrance, and as a matter of fact, there are no windows
Mm.
on this barn. Anywhere.
So,
There's only the two openings.
what is the second door locked?
You guys try it?
I'm trying it.
It's locked.
Can I bust through it?
You gonna flex and bust through?
Is it built better than the house?
Oh yes, this is like very well built.
Or how do you do see if you can pick the lock? What's that?
Do you have thieves' tools, Velry?
Negative. Okay, so can I bust through it?
You can try to flex and bust through, unless someone else would like to try something.
I'm going to spend 10 minutes to detect magic on it.
Okay. So I'm going to assume Velry's going to attempt to bash this thing as you do this. You're sitting there, you get close, because you have to be within 10 feet, don't you? There's a distance.
I have to be within 30 feet.
30 feet? Okay. So you could kind of be towards the base of the stairs, kind of look up, if you'd like, or if you want to get up the stairs with Velry. Velry's about to try to break the door down.
As long as it is not more than 3 feet of wood or dirt or a foot of stone.
Now, this door looks like it's made of wood.
Yeah.
But if it's magical in itself, you should be able to see
I'll
it.
just go up, put my hand on it.
Okay, you go up to kind of put your hand on it, and Velry's going to attempt to bash it in. So, Velry, go ahead and give me a strength check.
Unnatural 20.
Natural 20.
Unnatural.
Unnatural. Okay, dirty 20. Okay. All right. As you smack into it, I need both Trist and Velry to give me strength saving throws.
Oh, damn.
Thank you,
I don't
Trist.
know.
Thank you.
Damn
Thank
it.
you, Velry. Hell
Shit,
yes.
I get blasted away.
So you're on the second floor of a building. As you hit it, it goes. There's suddenly arcane runes light up on the outside of the door, and you're both, boom, shot off the side of the railing. 15 feet out.
Oh, no.
You fly over the top of it, and you're both going to take 13 points of bludgeoning damage from hitting the rail and then hitting the ground. And you both land there prone.
I assume Moog and I see them fly over.
You're muted, Rogar.
I assume I see them fly over our heads.
Yes, you do. You guys, you look
Right.
over and you hear the
Right when
cacophonous boom and
Right when I detect magic, it's just boom.
yes.
You blow a lot of shit up there, Chris.
As I slowly get up, the fuck was that?
Oh, I just
Powerful ward is placed upon this building.
Well, dust myself off.
Yes.
I'll look to the other three. Well, obviously there's something in here, and I can get us in.
You can't.
It's gonna be quite loud if I do it.
Over 2 at this point.
Well, there are other ways. I was trying to reserve myself, but if I do this, it's gonna be quite loud.
Other ways. Mo grabs his hammer. I gotcha.
Perhaps. Oh, whoa, Moog. It's too warning. Perhaps we wait. Perhaps you two should heal before we try to open this door.
I don't have time for healing, but I will.
I ain't got time to bleed. Blood dripping down the side of his head.
I believe I gave you multiple potions.
I'm gonna use one. Yeah.
Oh, that
Got
sucks.
about half of it back.
Yeah, Trist heals for 6. All right. What are you gonna do, Trist, at this point?
I'm reading the description of the spell right now.
Okay.
It could be a door, a box, a chest, a set of manacles. Target that is held shut by a mundane lock, or that is stuck or barred becomes unlocked, unstuck, or unbarred. If it is held shut with arcane lock, it is suppressed for 10 minutes. Would I know this is like arcane lock, or is this something else? Since I was affected by it.
Okay. So
Roll a check if you want.
you would. Okay. Are you gonna? So I'll say that you spend the time to detect magic again. You begin to look at it, and you can see that there are layers of wards on this structure, specifically on the doors. On the doors, you can tell that there is some kind of locking spell. There also appears to be some kind of defensive glyphs in place.
It's good that it probably won't work.
Like spell magic or something.
For what I'm getting, I can't dispel the magic yet.
You couldn't. Yes, yeah. Technically, you could. You would probably be able to bypass the lock. It will relock itself after 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
However, though the glyph ward would not be bypassed by just the knock spell.
Yeah. Well, I can get past the locks, but there's multiple layers of magic on here, so whatever he's hiding in here, he does not want anyone to find. I look around like my shoulder and I see like Udval coming out.
You don't.
If that made any noise.
However, Trist, as you look over your shoulder, you're very good passive perception. You see about 300 crows flying your way. Flying in that direction.
Do they look aggressive?
Cawing. They're moving in your direction. They're flying overhead. They're coming quickly.
I'm gonna is there anywhere to kind of get behind some cover?
No, unless you're gonna try to hide behind the building or like there's not a lot of like trees or vegetation or anything in this close to the sea. There's not a lot over here.
Will they come like directly at us? Directly at
They're
me?
making a beeline for the barn.
For the barn?
Yes.
Okay.
It's probably time we head out.
I mean, I'd probably take a couple steps back and then just see what happens.
Okay. Are you leaving, or are you waiting here?
When I'm walking backwards, I'm gonna wait. If the others are leaving, I'll catch
What
up.
about the rest of you? You guys all
Quickly.
want to stay here as the murder of crows comes towards you?
No. You're still muted, buddy.
You're muted. Oh, God damn it.
Rogar feels an ominous presence from the murder of crows. So he's going to move.
Rogar, Moog, Velry begin to leave. Triss just kind of...
Turn around, look, I see them leaving.
Bugbear here. You don't want that.
Triss just kind of...
What are you doing?
Tilts his head and stares.
Exactly.
Start backing up.
Okay. Backing up. They're getting closer. Moving very quickly straight towards the barn.
Backing up away.
Okay. You keep moving away. They begin to swarm around the roof of the barn in a circular motion, making passes.
When I cast Detect Magic, did I detect what kind of magic it was?
That would be abjuration and hold please.
Multiple.
Yeah, there's multiple abjuration for the for one of these spells, and you would look at evocation as well.
So they're swirling around. That's weird. Catch back up to the other three.
All right. You catch up. You hear them still calling from this distance as you guys begin to move towards the northwest. It is in the afternoon at this point, starting to get late. You guys just heading in this direction? What are we doing here?
Towards the Shady Grove, I guess.
Okay. All right.
Well, just so you all know, he gave me 50 gold, threatened me with the curse, but...
Something is not right.
Yeah, I have a feeling him and his grandson are up to something.
You haven't even met the boy. So many bad thoughts.
But he's a very strange character. Suspicious individual. I'll leave it up to you if we can go after this or go back to what we originally came here for?
Yeah. We have two options. We find the boy, bring him back. We go back to Udvo. And
This child, if he's out in the world and under someone else's control, it sounds maybe he could be dangerous. Perhaps we should go collect him and return him to his grandfather for safekeeping.
perhaps you're right, Morg.
Billy, the bot said you're the party leader, so.
Well, like, Gloria hasn't explained her past, but her thinking is like it strikes something in resemblance to her past of being held captive elsewhere, you know. So she is thinking, yeah, we should go save the boy.
Okay.
Shit. Backstory knowledge.
Backstory knows.
Oh,
Backstory in her
Kill his
mind,
kid,
not actually
you know?
said out loud.
we gotta get some. We're gonna go rescue a baby.
So, moving in this direction, I will probably need a survival roll from somebody.
Ooh, that's me.
track. Go ahead, Moog.
That's pretty good. 16.
16's not bad. Not bad. You do pick out a very it's not a well-worn path, but does appear that there is a movement coming from specifically this barn area. I'm actually moving out towards the northwest over a few hills. And as you guys are moving, you crest the top of one of the hills, and you do see close to the base of a nearby mountain, because the mountains are starting to encroach over here. You do see that there is a cluster of trees. This could be the grove that he was speaking of. Maybe. You guys begin to head that direction. As you move that way, so I'm assuming Moog's kind of leading the way, crossbow.
Yeah, I'll be in.
slung
I'm in
over
front.
shoulder.
You guys can even hang back a little bit because I could stealth if you want.
Up to you.
What time of day is it?
It's getting late in the afternoon. It's not
Okay.
night yet.
Are there shadows that I can?
Yeah,
Work
that's
towards?
that kind of stuff starting to happen.
All right.
Mhm.
Cool. All right. So I'm gonna kind of stealth, and if you guys want to hang back or just wait a little bit and let me get a look at the. Oh yeah, baby! Natural 20 plus 6.
Yes, 26. Moog actually does slip away. Kind of begins
I'm the
to.
tree. I am the trees.
This 8-foot tall bugbear begins to kind of crouch down, and he's more in his element out here in the wilderness, in the wild, and it's hard to keep track of him. He's starting to blend in with the environment.
So make my way to the cluster that we feel.
The rest of you
Somewhat
following, maybe not
ominous.
necessarily right behind Moog anymore, but going in the same direction. Moog, you're the first one to come across.
Every now and then I kind of peek up and I go.
Oh God, no one knows what you're doing.
I do know what he's saying.
But you're the first one to notice Moog. You find with your previous survival roll, you find smatters of blood in the dirt, large amounts of it, actually. You're almost to the tree line of this supposed grove. It looks old. It's not fresh. It's dry.
Smatterings.
Yeah, quite a bit though.
Something was happened here, that's for sure.
You're kind of crouched down low. Moog, give me a perception test, please.
Perception, not my favorite. Oh, not when the dice treat you like that.
Oh,
2.
no.
Yeah, that's a natural 1.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it is.
Let me pull a card for you real quick.
You son of a
Oh,
bitch.
God.
So,
What do you do when it's to Anthony?
all right. I like this. I like this one.
Oh, this is terrible.
So, All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Bring it on me, beef and cheese.
This is going to be awesome. I like this quite a bit. It makes it runs in perfectly with what's about to happen.
It does. Okay.
Oh, you're inspecting this dried blood.
Mm-hmm.
When all of a sudden, I think a 20 hits your armor class.
You son of a bitch.
As you reach down, and suddenly you out of nowhere, there's a skittering noise. And an 8-legged creature with a long prehensile tail, small, flies out of a nearby hole in the ground.
Oh, no.
Your crossbow is thrown away from you. It like knocks it aside as the tail wraps around your throat. It latches onto your skull. And that's where we're going to end tonight's episode. Whispers from the Stars.
Would this thing happen to be over my face by any chance?
It would be, in fact, over your face, perhaps
I'm about to
suffocating you.
About to get throat fucked, aren't I?
We'll see.
Good Lord.
We'll see. As you stealthed ahead, away from your party.
He stealthed pretty well.
He stealthed fantastically.
You just didn't see him.
Didn't see him. Sorry.
Yeah.
He pulled the tuk-tuk when he stepped on that trap.
He stepped on the trap. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, 20 and a natural 1. Give and take. Hot.
Dice take away. Right. Those were polar opposite rolls too.
They were.
I don't know how we're gonna get this thing off your face. I have no clue.
Well, you don't know what happened. Maybe he's super strong and he'll be fine.
I'm sorry.
Moga's pretty strong.
Moga's strong, dude. You might be all right. Who knows? None of you have had experience with this besides Rogar.
This is gonna be like my real life tick bite. Now Moog's not gonna be able to eat meat.
Oh no!
You won't smell the beef anymore. It'll just be cheese.
No. Beef and cheese.
I can't have cheese either. You
can't have cheese. He'll have nothing.
Give me that sandwich.
Sorry,
couldn't resist. Roast beef, motherfucker.
Couldn't resist. But yes, awesome game, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. As usual, favorite moments of the night. Let's start with who we started with earlier, Dan Decker.
Yeah. Favorite moments of the night. I enjoyed the combat, and in classic, crew style, we left bodies and fires in our wake. Although that isn't the legacy of the PCs in this party, it is the legacy of the players ourselves.
That's true.
To leave wanton destruction in our wake. So that was fun. And there was a lot of really good role play. Alan trying to perhaps confuse the other person was pretty great.
I loved it.
Sorry.
Saw through immediately.
So good. Yeah, so good.
Did get
you
that
smell like
activate.
dirty magic. Yeah, no, it was great. It's fun. A lot of fun.
How about Doobie 209? Tristan and Granel.
I like to picture, the 1-2 punch of Tristan and Valerie on that stairway. And as soon as I get done with the 10-minute of detect magic, Valerie gets tired of waiting. And my eyes light up with magic all over the place, and she just go bam.
It was good. I'm not gonna lie.
No, don't.
It was fantastic. Fantastic.
Again.
How about Jumbo Smooth, the Rogar?
Oh gosh, I wasn't here for it, but I was listening on my AirPods.
You were listening.
And my favorite part is even when Jumbo Thick decided to throw the javelin.
I did.
I
missed.
It missed.
I think you did. You've hit with a javelin once before.
I did.
Yeah,
that creature had resistance to it, though.
Yes, it did.
So it was the first time I threw it. It was successful, and I was like, "Yes, 11's awesome." But yeah, that was probably my favorite moment. I heard it and I chuckled. And I was like, "Yes, this is right. This makes sense.
On brand.
All as it should be."
On brand. Yeah, I rolled it right from your character sheet. Mm-hmm. Yeah. How about Kayla Velry?
I enjoyed ripping the guy's throat out, eating, and then turning around and getting the guy behind me.
Yeah.
It felt right.
It all enjoys eating people. seeing a common theme here. Drinking blood.
It makes me happy.
Makes you happy.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Eating
I love it.
people makes me happy.
I love it.
Mm.
Super creepy. It's great.
It's the best.
But if I had a favorite moment of the night, I don't know. There's a lot of good ones. There's a lot of good ones.
Was it the one time you got to pull the crit card, or the other one time you got?
I mean, I got to pull a lot of cards today, guys. I'm not gonna lie. It was great. It was great. Pulled some for you too. Don't be upset. Don't be upset. Everybody else got some too. You had one for triple damage. Come on. Come on now.
That's true.
I didn't get a single damage one. Well, no, I got one. One of them was, but the rest of them weren't. So it wasn't too bad. Wasn't too bad. But if I had a favorite moment, let's see here. Definitely I did enjoy the explosion at the top of the barn. Fantastic. Good stuff. Good stuff. I can't believe I talked Tristan standing up there next to it, because he could have been at the base of the stairs looking at it and been able to see the door. But no, it's great. I loved it. Loved it. Awesome. Awesome game, guys. So that's going to be it, though. Unfortunately, it's going to be it for the night. I have, of course, I've been Jumbo Thick. Thank you guys very much for watching. Do make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and check in back for more. Do leave some comments down below. We like to hear them. We like to read them. And we will get back to you when we can. Thank you very much for watching, and we're looking forward to seeing you in the next episode. Have a good day.